Hi, my name is Autif Kamal. This is another episode of Be Logical. This one is about Kim Dotcom. He goes by many names, but I think his real name is Kim Schmitz. He was the founder of Megaupload. The U.S. Department of Justice had shut it down on January 19th of 2012, and he launched Mega exactly 1 year after Megaupload was shut down. Now, I believe there is a potential difficulty or a problem with that, and it's that in his affidavit, he basically made a promise to the court that he was present in front of, that he wouldn't launch a website resembling Megaupload. But Mega is also a kind of mass file sharing site, like Megaupload. And I'll give you the quote that speaks to that promise that he made. And I'm getting this quote from Kristen, I believe it's pronounced Gilleneu. The article is titled, "Indicted Megaupload Founder Opens New Sharing Site, and She is with the Associated Press." And this is the quote. "I can assure the court that I have no intention and there is no risk of my reactivating the Megaupload.com website or establishing a similar internet-based business during the period until the resolution of the extradition proceedings." So then the natural question to ask is, have his extradition proceedings come to a resolve? And for now, I'm going to assume that they have not come to a resolve, because the BBC News had reported in the article titled "Megaupload Extradition Case Delayed Until March 2013 that his extradition decision would be delayed at least until March 25th, 2013. Now, on March 25th, 2013, more legal arguments would be considered for his extradition, but an extradition decision, I think, could possibly go further than March 25th, 2013. Now, there are some possible assumptions regarding Kim Dotcom's extradition decision that I want to consider, which I'll put in the form of a disjunctive proposition. Either Kim is still scheduled for an extradition proceeding on March 25th, or he isn't. And these conditional propositions would lay out the possible consequences of either possibility. If he is still on schedule, he violated his affidavit, his promise that he made in court. If he is no longer on schedule, he was either scheduled to an earlier or later time, or the extradition proceeding was dropped altogether. Okay, that's what I think the consequences of either possibility would be. For my case, I'm going to assume that the extradition proceeding is still on schedule, because I wasn't able to find any articles pointing to the contrary. And if his extradition proceeding is still scheduled to March 25th, 2013, then I think he would suffer a sort of legal consequence for going against the promise that he made. And again, I'm going to assume that the functions of Mega resemble those of Megaupload. Okay. Now, something else I want to talk about is that Kim Dotcom, he tries to give an analogy to justify the continued existence, the establishment of websites like Megaupload and Mega. This is the analogy he gives, and I'm getting this analogy, this quote of this analogy, from Kristen Gilleneu, from the article that I mentioned before. "If someone sends something illegal in an envelope through your postal service, you don't shut down the post office," says Kim Dotcom. And I think there is some problems with that analogy. But first, let me analyze the analogy for you. The post office would be equivalent to Mega or Megaupload, and the senders of illegal materials would be basically the equivalent of users of Mega or Megaupload. So basically he's saying, don't blame Mega or Megaupload, blame the users of that site. Okay, now these are the problems with that analogy. Even the U.S. Postal Service has x-rays to inspect packages from time to time, and you can find that under frequently asked questions on the USPS website. And actually, it's been legally documented in the case against him that he actually didn't delete accounts that uploaded pirated copyright materials onto Mega. And you can find that in this quote from the Wall Street Journal. The document is titled Indictment by a Grand Jury, and this is the quote. "It was further part of the conspiracy," and when they say conspiracy, they just mean the charges against Kim Dotcom, "that members of the conspiracy generally did not terminate accounts of known copyright infringing users when it had the right and ability under its terms of services to do so." So basically, the analogy is not justified. It's not an appropriate analogy to make, because he didn't take the measures to inspect as the US Postal Service does. Okay, now something else I want to consider is, the last thing I want to consider is, are the users responsible, and is Kim responsible? I would say that, in my view, yes, the users are responsible, because they're uploading. There are some of those users that do upload pirated copyright materials, so they're at fault. But I would say that launching Mega, or rather Kim Dotcom, is to blame, or bears some blame, because it gives 50 gigabytes worth of data to for users who sign up for an account, and it's free to sign up for an account, and that's just another avenue to put up copyrighted materials. And Mega is especially to blame if they continue the pattern of Megaupload of not deleting accounts for which users upload pirated copyright materials. Okay, and that's basically all I have to say for this episode, and thank you for watching and or listening.